Hey, so what you really need to know about having schizophrenia or any of the schizophrenia spectrum illnesses, including psychosis, is that the human spirit, is claiming you, and it can be a rough thing, and you know that, but there's a good side to it. It's that, how could I say this? Like, you're in touch with the side of being human that is essentially really beautiful and really inspirational, very otherworldly, very divine. And a lot of the struggle is being, it's kind of like being uncomfortable with yourself. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but when you have fears and traumas and they're really intense and you hyper focus on them all the time, and you're also awakening to the spiritual nature of reality, then usually what you get is schizophrenia or psychosis. And a lot of the time, well, almost all the time, I think, what really it is like hearing voices and seeing things that aren't there and having other hallucinations, quote unquote, is that these actually are like psychic organs. Just like you have organs in your body, you have psychic or mental organs in your mind, and they're being expressed. You're seeing them. But it's that these organs are sick, and that's why they're coming off as like irritating voices or just really disturbing, like intrusive images in your head. But there's ways you can. Well, the first step is to cope, but there is a way you can like heal it, and I've spoken to people who have healed this stuff. Like a very good friend of mine is his name is Kaleem. He went through like really intense psychosis when he was younger, but he was able to heal it completely, and now he's just a very very positive, motivated spiritual healer. He's like highly psychic. Yeah. So I know it's possible to heal from this, and I'm still going through this journey myself, but I've seen really good healing in me, even just recently. Like I've been more focused on my practice in ritual magic, and all that really is just what I'm mainly doing is like hand gestures. Like sometimes I literally, this might sound silly, but it works. I know it works because I experience the effect of it. But I rub my belly and I visualize what is actually happening is that I'm rubbing in healing energy. I'm healing my inner world as I rub my belly. So I just keep doing that, and then I feel a deep sense of peace in me, and the hallucinations, all of those psychic attacks, will begin to be dismantled. And it actually works. Like I've been doing this a lot recently, and yeah, the psychic attacks and the hallucinations feel more distant. They feel smaller, and what it really is doing this with consistency. Because I think a lot of the reason why we get things like schizophrenia and mental illness is because we've become kind of passive, sort of. It's not to say everybody, it's not to say that there's something essentially wrong with you, because there's something wrong with everybody. It's just part of being human, but this is what you're dealing with. So you want to be a little more active and have a practice with something that could heal you. And I think what works for me definitely, and what could work for many people, is this type of ritual magic where you do an action like say rubbing your belly or tapping your shoulders or using crystals and feeling their energy. The intention behind it is what makes it magical, and it actually has a real effect. And aside from that, you want to focus on something related to like your life purpose or some kind of mission statement in life. And I struggle with that, but I'm really trying to reflect on what I know helps people. And I want to say thank you to all the people who view my videos and even reach out to me on Instagram saying that these videos really did help them, because that helps me when I recognize that what I'm putting out there into the world is seen as something that's useful or helpful. Because then I know that this isn't all in my head and that, um, like, I can help people and have a real purpose in life. I just need to stay dedicated to it and give more attention and thoughts to these things. Because I think it's important. I think it's very important, actually. Because a lot of, like, the current mental health system is great. I go to a outpatient clinic, and they're like the highlight of my life right now because they're giving me something to do during the day, and they're really nice people. I can just talk to them. But the only thing that's lacking in them, and really any current mental health system, is the acknowledgement of the mystical side of mental illness, specifically schizophrenia, schizoaffective, and psychosis. So, so if you're experiencing these things, like hearing voices or having or seeing things in reality that's not like really there or being perceived by others, then you're experiencing something very mystical. These are psychic phenomenon. So yeah, just keep a practice with something that heals you. Be active, and this is something that is gonna be a process. You can also pray to God and work with a higher power. That also helps. And it's also good to do one act of kindness every day, which what I do is I donate food to the church. And that's what I do. Sometimes money. But look at it holistically. Like, where in your life are you lacking activity or some kind of ambition or clarity? So, yeah. What else? I don't think I really have much else. Maybe I'll make another video later. I don't know. Peace.